Here's why a lot of men will actually not commit to the baddie. And I've gotten this question a lot, so I'm going to answer it for you guys. A lot of men, specifically insecure men, will date very good looking girls, girls that are outside of what they would normally be able to get. And then the girls will be wondering, why isn't he committing to me? And there's a few reasons behind that.
Okay, let's stop for a second because that threw me off a little bit. Specifically, insecure men will date outside of the normal women they normally can get. First off, where they do that at? Like, if you can't get these women, how are you dating them in the first place, or how are you able to pull them in the first place? But we're gonna keep going. But that just throw me off.
Let's get into it. Number one, as I previously mentioned, he's insecure. So he sees how other people look at you, specifically men, and he can't stand that. He likes the thought of being with you, but the reality is just not catching up to him. He's not going to be able to uphold that. So he knows it's going to be a constant competition, and he doesn't want to compete. Number two,
I think her leading with insecurity is that's the go-to thing for modern day women nowadays. Let me just blame everything on insecurity. It's not that. He just know a lot of these women out here are promiscuous and they for the streets. So if I'm just meeting somebody or I'm just dating somebody and we starting to, deal with each other, blase, blase, that ain't I wouldn't say it's insecure in most cases. It's just recognizing real for real and understanding the situation for what it is. Like, I know how I met you. You got social media, you got dating apps. Most cities, even a city with a couple 100,000 or a million or two, everybody know everybody in some kind of way, some type of circles bumping up to the other circles. So most of the time, the women that you be done met or you be done date is somebody, a friend of a friend, or somebody that can tell you something about her or snippets about him or whatever. So I wouldn't necessarily just keep doubling down on insecurity. Nowadays, men just up on game. And it is what it is. I'm not finna let my guard down and be out here looking like Goo Goo the fool, not recognizing the real for the real.
two, he is not financially in a place where he can economically support that woman. Because let's be real, being good looking and upholding your looks is expensive. I don't care what you guys say, it's expensive. In this Cheetos economy, a set of nails is $100. Easy. Groceries.
The thing is, yeah, that's true now, but we like to call those men pookies, where they good looking, they know how to talk to women, they charismatic, they know how to get women to spend money on them. But most of the time, the women that they deal with know what they dealing with. They don't mind going to go pick him up. They don't mind letting him borrow her car or whatever. So I don't necessarily think that that's got much to do with him not being able to financially support himself or anything. That ain't got nothing to do with commitment. He just overall, that's just who he is as a man. You got freeloading, couch sleeping men out here, but them be the ones with the most bodies. And that's just that's just facts. They out here sticking and moving, bobbing and weaving. And for some reason, those men know how to get women to cater to them, to take care of them. But I think what that is those men know how to find the women that like authority, and they make those women think like they are running the relationship or think like they are controlling them in some kind of way. Well, I'm gonna go pick him up, or when I get paid, I'm gonna go buy him an outfit and this, that, and the other. And those men recognize that, and they allow the women to do that. But at the same time, the men be like, but I'm gonna do what I want to do when I'm not around her. I'm gonna just play her. And I think a lot of women nowadays just play right into that role. So I don't think it's necessarily he insecure about finances and this, that, and the other. Some men embrace being broke and keep it moving and got plenty of action.
His hair, makeup. Like, some of these guys are going to come on here and be like, that is your responsibility. If you're not contributing to that, you're literally a loss in my book. So scurry along. For the actual men out there who do want to contribute and support you, they know that's expensive, so they don't want to commit to that. And 3, and finally, they do not want to level themselves up. They are happy being complacent in their mid-job, in whatever position they're holding, and whatever economic status they're at. They don't want to take the initiative it would take to level themselves up to a point where you both are equal, right? Because
See, that's the point. There are a lot of men out here like that. But the thing is, that fall back on the woman. Like, know who you dating, pay attention to what's going on. If you dealing with a guy for a few months and you see that he don't have no motion, he ain't trying to do his thing, he not trying to level up at this, that, and the other, then why is y'all in the same aura? Why is y'all in the same space? Why are you even entertaining this guy? So what she is saying, she making some good points, but it's a lot deeper than just a man being insecure. You got to know how to read men. You got to understand how men think, and that's the problem. Like, women put a shallow definition on why what's going on with a man in a negative way is going on. They don't decipher and think deep and recognize that men are very complex when it comes to their thought processes, goals, aspirations, and things of that nature. It's not just one thing. This thing may trigger that thing, and that thing may trigger that thing, and it overall encompasses to who this man is as a person.
if you are much better looking than him, let's just be realistic here, you are above him. That's just unfortunately how it works. They don't want to do that. They're happy where they are and they don't want to do it, okay? So if you are a very good looking woman and you're thinking, why don't these men commit to me? Why isn't that man I've been like in a situationship or talking to for a while not want to take that next step with me and like really commit?
If you are a very good looking woman and you wondering why men won't commit to you, it's because that's the only damn thing you got going for you is looks. No real man or real men gonna recognize a beautiful, fine woman out here in the dating scene and not scoop her up if she got something else off to offer other than just looks. So if she would pay attention to what she's saying in this video, she's got the answers to her own questions. Just because you are a good looking woman don't mean you have qualities of being a wife or a woman that men want to date, have a stable relationship with, entertain long term or this, that, and the other. And then just straight facts, it is what it is. Most of the time, not all time, most of the time, the pretty, popular women got bodies out the wazoo. And it is what it is. But people need to recognize that.
Please consider the past reasons I just said, because I'm telling you, it's not you, honey, it's not you. It's that he feels insecure, he's not in a financial position to support you, and he doesn't want to level himself up. He just doesn't have that in him. Don't take it personal. Move on to the next one.
And that's the thing, like all three of those points can be avoided by every woman she is speaking to in this video if she just pay attention to what's going on. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that a man don't have shit going on. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that if that man is insecure, he gonna show you by his actions. But when I say insecure, you need to understand that it's way deeper than that. Just because he won't let you or he don't condone you going to the club and shaking your ass, that don't have nothing to do with him being insecure. That can just be, I'm not gonna let my guard down and trust somebody for the streets. But anyway, like, subscribe, let me know what you all think down below. Everyone have a blessed day.